Okay, Adidas showed him. Red flag. You know you got a problem when your girl thinks your fame, she deserves a spot in. What the fuck is she doing in an Adidas commercial? Flag on the plane. Flag on the plane. I've never seen Savannah James anywhere but where LeBron commissions her to be.
He seen her phone one day. He went to her phone one day, and I texted her on Instagram, and he seen that text. He's like, "You don't know who this is?" So he was like, "You don't know who this is, bro?"
He's a real wingman.
She was. Hey, he was a good wingman.
D-Wade,
Like,
he
I don't care. She was like, "Boy, I don't care who that is." But she seen my text message a long time ago. She just never.
Yeah, she's ignoring
you. She left you on red, gang.
Ignore you.
Oh.
And that's when I was nothing. She still don't even know why she talked to me. And so she's man, I don't care about that.
No! Second rule is we don't hug people of the opposite gender.
And we don't greet people with the opposite gender.
We don't be alone with nobody of the opposite gender. Like, I learned this from my pastor a long time ago. My pastor, he would have a female in the church and he didn't or anything, needed a prayer or something. He'd pray with the door. He'd pray with the door open or.
And if I must have a plate of food ready for me every time I come home from class.
That's not a rule. Have each other's passwords to everything.
We always discuss, say business. We always discuss business with each other alone.
Before we make decisions.
Yeah. We always discuss everything before we make a decision.
Yeah, that's true.
Tell us the truth!
Travis Hunter recently has admitted that he knew from the beginning that his girl didn't like him, didn't know who he was, and wasn't thinking about him because, in his words, he was nobody. Now, we're going to cover that whole thing about him believing he was nobody. But first, let's take a look at this clip of an interview earlier on where he admitted that her brother pointed out to her who he was, explained to her who he was, and suddenly she liked him. But this was only after months had passed when she left him on red, remember? But let's take a listen to this video, man, and we'll come back and chop it up on a real tip.
How did y'all meet? How the story start, the love story?
Bro, it's crazy. It's kind of funny because now her brother is like my best friend.
Yeah, I see y'all rocking a lot together.
Yeah. He's here at the house, but he's at work right now. But he seen her phone one day. He went to her.
Man, both of them are coming up off this young kid. It's funny now that he and her brother are best friends, and he's with the sister about to marry her. And they both live in his house.
Phone one day, and I texted her on Instagram, and he seen that text message. He's like, "You don't know who this is?" So he was like, "You don't know who this is, bro?"
He's a real wingman.
She was. Hey, he was a good wingman.
D-Wade,
like,
he
I don't care. She was like, "Boy, I don't care who that is." But she seen my text message a long time ago. She just never.
Yeah, she's ignoring you.
She left you on red, gang.
Ignore you.
Oh.
And that's when I was nothing. So she man, I don't care about that.
And that's when I was nothing. She was like, man, I don't care about that. Listen, bro, you were never not nothing. You have always been who you are. The world just didn't know it. This is an example of a young man who needs validation. He's a validation seeker. And let me tell y'all something about validation seeking. It comes from the need to convince yourself you're worthy of unconditional love and respect because you didn't get it from your mama. That's really where it comes from. So he needs to be in this position where he needs to have someone to please. He needs to have someone who represents that he's accepted. And this is the very reason why when a young man says, I was nothing because I wasn't popular. What you mean you were nothing? You were dominant when you were in high school. You were dominant when you were in high school. We talking about top of the class. Dominant. Could have gone to a bunch of schools. So what do you mean you were nothing?
She still don't even know why she talked to me.
Seems like she keeps you grounded, keeps you humble.
But
She still don't even know why she talked to me. Bro, I want you to listen to the things that this kid is saying. She still doesn't know why she talks to me. These are things he's saying. She's not saying it. Nobody's forcing him to say it. He's saying these things because he knows the truth. He knows the woman didn't care who he was, didn't like him because he was, in his estimation, nobody. He knows that once her brother pointed out to her that he was somebody, she started to like him all of a sudden. He knows that the woman sleep in another bed, in another room, in another level of the house because she don't want to be in the same area with him and she want to have her freedom to do what she want to do and text people and send people pictures or do whatever she want to do. Whatever that is, it is not good that she want to be in the other room. It has something to do with something that he wouldn't necessarily like. And also, he knows that even now, she don't know why she with him. Because she tell him the truth, it's going to break his heart. She with you because she found out you're Travis Henry. She's with you because she found out you're Travis Hunter. Period. And I think as a young man, you have to wrap your mind around that concept. And I want y'all to understand something. What we must understand is that when he deleted his social media, he deleted his Instagram, it's a defense mechanism. You run and hide. You go right and hide in your secret hiding place. On social media, your secret hiding place is just to get off. People can't find you then. When you're a child, your secret hiding place could be anywhere. It could be in a closet. It could be in the garage. It could be under your bed. It could be anywhere. You understand me? And I want y'all to understand that here's a young man who is so caught up in the situation he's in that he don't even understand how he's being a people pleaser. He don't even understand that. And now it's made him antisocial. It separated him from the people that care about him. Because I promise you, there are people out here who are talking about this to this kid that care about him. They're talking about it because they care about this kid, man. I don't even know this kid, but he a young man on his way to fulfill his dreams, man. Could probably be something we never seen in the league before, man. And I just want y'all to understand, I want to see this kid win. I want to see this kid represent for the youngsters that are going to come up behind him and see that he made it from nothing. But I don't want these kids to see that he made it from nothing and put the wrong woman in his life and got ruined. A lot of these things that happen make it seem like having money and fame ain't good. Because these guys keep getting caught up in these situations that they shouldn't be in. And I want y'all to understand the reality of the situation is this. On that field, he's a beast. He's the man. But off that field, he has to pretend to be confident. And having that woman beside him increases his confidence. Because like these simps always say out here, having a woman by your side increases your value. Well, how come when God had something for the men of God to do, he told them, leave your wives? When the men were going off to war, he told them, don't go into your wives for 3 days. Don't do that. Stay away from them. Why is that the case? It's not the case. But when we live in an environment where they tell a man you're not complete until you have a woman, then you see a young man like this go out in here. And you know what? Those guys who are married, been married for 10, 20, 30 years, they're going to champion this. Why? Because misery loves company. Any of those guys who cheated on their wives, they cheated on their wives because they weren't ready to be married. And now they still aren't ready to be married, but they'll stop cheating on their wife to save the marriage at least for as long as they can. But they just don't want to be in it. They just realize it's cheaper to keep her. Well, let me tell you what's cheaper than keeping her. Not getting her ass in the first place. It's cheaper to keep her, but it's don't cost nothing to not marry her in the first place. And that's what I'm trying to tell Travis Henry and young men like him. Don't do it. You don't have to do it. It's not meant for you to do. It's a crazy move for you to make, to put yourself in a situation where you on the hook to take care of a woman, man, who been out there with this type of past, who been out there moving around like this, who keeps showing that she don't even like you like that, who keep, as they say, playing in your face. That's what you're doing, bruh. Come on, man. Come on, Travis. You got to know better, man. You got to know better. I said I wasn't going to say nothing else to you about it, but man, this is bad. I got to keep saying it. I wouldn't be the man that I'm supposed to be if I didn't keep saying it. Bro, you got to get off of this thing, man. You got to get off of it. This roller coaster, the track is broken at the end. When you go up on that big drop, once you drop, it's going to be too late. You're going to realize the track broken on the end. You just got to face your fate, bro. You don't want to go down the roller coaster with a broken track. It's not going to be as thrilling as you think it is. So I want y'all men to understand something, man. Don't allow yourself to be put in a situation that you know you shouldn't be in, because it's not the thing you should be doing. All of us should have one thing on our minds, and the thing we should have on our minds is living the life that we were put here to live. Embracing that life and living it before we invite somebody into it. And then we got to live our lives for them. Travis Hunter is setting himself up to have live his life for this woman and her brother and her family. Brothers, I'm going to be honest with you. There's a sucker born every day. And Liana Lene has found one for her family. And his name is Travis Hunter. Somebody who's around this kid, please step in and intervene. There's somebody around him with a voice strong enough besides his mama that can intervene. And I wish y'all would do it, because this isn't going to end well. Why? Look at the beginning. Y'all comment down below and let me know what you think about this topic, man. I look forward to hearing what you men have to say. Subscribe for more videos. I'm out.